Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. So, still we have three person. What about others? Let's wait for some more time, then we will start. Still three people are not joined. Are they? Ankita is there. Ashish is not there. Pratik is there. Shivam is there. Yeah. Ayush Rao is not there. Nishu is there. Aditya. Aditya Singh is also not there. Okay. Any one of you know this? Please call them or ask, message them to join the call. To Ayush Rao, Aditya Singh. Ashish Singh. These three. Please check with them. Otherwise, we will start in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's start. So, any one of you shared the screen and where we were yesterday till where we have completed Python libraries we have covered.
So NumPy was almost covered.
Hmm. Yesterday, uh, who was present yesterday? Prateek, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Prateek is done. Nishu is already covered. Uh, already said present. Shivam is also done. Ankita,
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
good morning. You share your screen and present for today. Are you comfortable with in this?
Yes, sir.
Sure. So share your screen and we will tell from where we. You have not attended last means yesterday's session, right? Yesterday and day before yesterday session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So find do one thing today. You just see what is going on. Then we tomorrow we will means on Monday. Uh, I will tell you to present these. So today, any one of you among Nishu, Pratik, or Shivam can take the call. I think Shivam, you can take the call for today.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Share your screen and
Is my screen visible?
yes, yes. Ankita, please
Yes.
pay attention here. As you have missed the
Yes, sir.
classes for earlier, so you need to cover it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So basically, sorry, in NumPy universal function, are trying to cover about the NumPy LCM means lowest common multiple. So how do we find LCM in using Python? The lowest common multiple is the smallest number that is a common multiple of two numbers. So to find the LCM of the following two numbers, let me first copy it. Mm, yes. So we get the LCM of 4 and 6 as 12. Similarly, we can try it for other number also. It returns 12 because that is the lowest common multiple of both number, that is 4 into 3 equals to 12 and 6 into 2 equals to 12. Here we are finding LCM in arrays. To find the lowest common multiple of all values in an array, we can use the reduce method. The reduce method will use the universal function, in that case the LCM function on each element, and reduce the array by one dimension. So find the LCM of the values of the following array. So here we have given an array and we are just uh, going to find the LCM of it. So we get the output as 18, which is the LCM of 3, 6, and 9. It returns 18 because the lowest common multiple of all three numbers is 18. Find the LCM of all the values of an array where an array contain all integer from 1 to 10. So here we are given a range of numbers from 1 to here it is given 11 where 11 is excluded from the range. So let's check its solution. So we get the LCM as 2520. Similarly, we can find the greatest common divisor means GCD. Finding GCD. The GCD means greatest common divisor, also known as HCF, is the biggest number that is common factor of both the number. So to find the HCF of two number, we just use the GCD method. So the GCD of 6 and 9 is 3, which is the largest divisor of both largest common divisor of both the number. It returns 3 because it is the highest number both numbers can be divided by. Finding GCD in arrays, similarly we can find the GCD in arrays also. To find the HCF of all values in an array, you can use the reduce method here also. The reduce method will use the universal function, in this case the GCD function, on each element and reduce the array by one dimension. So find the GCD of all the numbers in the following array. So here we get the GCD of this number as 4 because it is the greatest common divisor of among the array. Here it returns 4 because it is the highest number of all values can be divided by. NumPy trigonometric function. NumPy provides the universal function as sine, cos and tan that takes value in radians and produce the corresponding sine, cos and tan values. So here we are going to find the sine value of pi by 2. So let's import it. So here we get 1 because the value of sine pi by 2 is 1. Here find sine value of all the values in an array. So here we have given an array and we have to find all the sine values of all the values which are presented in the array. So here we get sine pi by 2 is equals to 1, sine pi by 3 is equals to 0.86, sine pi by 4 is equals to 0.70, and sine pi by 5 is equals to 0.58. How to convert degree into radian? By default, all the trigonometric values take radian as parameter, but we can convert radian to degrees and vice versa as well as in NumPy. Radian values are pi by 180 degrees into degree values. So convert all of the values in following array to radians. So let's do it. So here we have done it. So in degree to radian, the value of 90 is going to be 1.57. For 180, the value will be 3.14. For 270, the value will be 4.71. And for 360, it will be 6.28. From radians to degree. So convert all the values in following array to degrees. So here we are given the radian values, all pi by 2, pi, 1.5 into pi, 2 pi. So let's find S value. So pi by 2 is 90, pi is 180. It's basically 1.5 pi means 3 pi by 2, which is 270, and 2 pi means 360. Finding angles. Finding angles from value of sine, cos and tan. Example, sine, cos and tan inverse. NumPy provide universal function arc sine arc cos, and arc tan that produce radian values for corresponding sine, cos, and tan values which are given. Find the value of 1. So let's import it, copy it. So the arc sine of 1.0 is equals to 1.5707. Angles of each values in an array. Find the angle for all of the sine values in an array. So here we are given an array 1, -1, 0.1. Let's find out what is its output. So the output is 1.57, -1.57, and 0.1, which is basically the inverse of this number values. Hypotenuse. Finding hypotenuse using Pythagoras theorem in NumPy. NumPy provides the hypot function that provides the base and perpendicular values that produce hypotenuse based on Pythagoras theorem. So here we are going to find the hypotenuse of 4 base and 3 perpendicular. Sorry. So we all know if the base is 3 and perpendicular is 4, the hypotenuse will be 5. U function, hyperbolic function. NumPy provides the U function sin h, cos h, and tan h that take values in radians and provide the corresponding sin h, cos h, and tan h values. So here we are going to find the sin h value of pi by 2. So the hyperbolic function of sin pi by 2, sin h pi by 2 is 2.30. Similarly, we can find the cos h values, which is provided in an array. So we can find the value of all the values in an array also. So here we get all the values. So cos h of pi by 2 is equals to 2.50. Cos h of pi by 3 is 1.6. Cos h of pi by 4 is 1.32. Cos h of pi by 5 is 1.20. Finding angles. Finding angles from values of hyperbolic sine, cos, and tan. Example: sin h, cos h, and tan h. Inverse: arc sin h, arc cos h, and arc tan h. NumPy provide universal function arc sin h, arc cos h, and arc tan h that produce radian values for corresponding sin h, cos h, and tan h value. So find the angle of 1.0. So here we are going to find the inverse of the hyperbolic function sine 1.0. So its value is 0.8813. Similarly, we can find the value of tan h in an array also. So set operation. What is a set? A set in mathematics is a collection of unique elements. Sets are used for operation involving frequent intersection, union, and difference operations. Create sets in NumPy. We can use NumPy's unique method to find unique elements from an array. Example: create a set array, but remember that the set array should be in 1D arrays. So convert following array with repeated element to a set. So let's copy it. Here we are using the unique function. So basically the unique function just gives us the unique data among the all the values. So here we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Finding union. To find the unique values of two array, use the union 1D method. Find union of the following two set arrays. So here we are given two arrays and we have to find the union of these two arrays. So the union of these two arrays are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 3 and 4 are repeated. So we will take it only one time. Finding intersection. To find only the values that are present in both arrays, use the intersection 1D method. So to find the intersection in these two arrays, let's copy. So we are getting the value as 3 and 4. So here 3 and 4 are present in both the arrays. So we are getting the intersection as 3, 3 and 4. The intersection 1D method takes an optional argument assume unique, which if set to true can speed up communication. If it should always be set to true when dealing with sets. Finding difference. To find only the values in the first set that is not present in the second set, use the set diff one method. Find the difference of the set 1 from set 2. So we get the output as 1 comma 2. We are using the assume unique method just for faster calculation. It is an optional argument. Here it is written the set difference 1D method takes an optional argument assume unique, which if set to true can speed up computation. It should be always set to true when dealing with set. So it is an optional argument. We can add it or remove it also. But if it got added, it will speed up the computation. Finding symmetric difference. To find only the values that are not present in both set, use the set X XOR 1D method. Find the symmetric difference of set 1 and set 2. So we get the output as 1, 2, 5, and 6. So basically in XOR, the values that are common gets removed. The set XOR 1D method takes an optional argument assume unique, which if set to true can be can speed up communication. Same things written here again and again. So basically we have completed the NumPy and going on to Pandas tutorial. Panda is a Python library. Pandas is used to analyze the data. Learn by reading. We have created 14 tutorial pages here to learn more about pandas. So all these tutorial pages are given in the left side of section. We can learn it one by one. Load a CSV file into a pandas data frame. So before going to import the pandas module, first you have to install the pandas library from the from your CMD using install pandas. So I have already installed it. So I am just going to run this command. So control O. So basically I don't have a data.csv file. So I am replacing it with the demo.py file. You can see in the demo.py file, I have this data. So I am just going to write my file name here, demo.py.
Other also install this library Panda.
Let me show you.
I'm asking with others. Is other also installed or?
So you have to write the command pip install pandas. So it will install all the libraries that are required for the pandas. So here I am getting requirement already satisfied as I have already installed it. So you can also do it from here. So when I execute this read.csv uh, method from and the file name is demo.py which I have shown. So let's see what I got the data. Sorry. Um, is the error? Name pandas. I think I need it in error. So here you can see the output, or here also I have run it. So basically, it is providing me the type of dictionary because I have pasted here a dictionary and method here. So I am getting both the datas. So that's how it can read the file. Learn by exercises. So pandas introduction. What is pandas? Pandas is a Python library.
Hello, sorry, Shivam.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking what does it any show representing in output?
No, sir. No issue was there, but I think it has successfully executed
Mm-hmm.
it now. Earlier, it was showing me a file in demo.py, but now it is successfully executing it.
Okay.
Yes,
But
sir.
what does it this NN is what does it mean here?
So
Can you?
basically, it means here that if there is a read.csv command, so, if
Mm-hmm.
I provide a file name here, there just like I have given a file name demo.py, which is my Python file, and it contains this data. Here it is a
Mm-hmm.
method and a dictionary is presented. So when I run this data, then it just read my file and just print out everything what my data is what the data has been stored in the demo.py file. So it has here given
Okay.
me the dictionary and here it has given me the method.
Okay. Fine. Please go ahead.
Python is a Pandas is a Python library used for working with datasets. It has functions for analyzing, cleaning, exploring, and manipulating data. The name Pandas has a reference to both panel data and Python data analysis that was created by Wes Ensikny in 2008. So why we use Pandas? Pandas allows us to analyze big data and make conclusion based on statistical theories. Pandas can learn messy datasets and make them readable and relevant. Relevant data is very important in data science. So, data science is a branch of computer science where we study how to store, use, and analyze for data for deriving information from it. What can pandas do? Pandas give you answers about the data like is there a correlation between two or more column? What is the average value, max value, mean value, and others. Pandas are also able to delete rows that are not relevant or contain wrong values like empty or null values. This is called cleaning the data. Where is pandas code base? So the source code for pandas is located at the GitHub repository. So we are given a link of the GitHub repository. So here we can read the pandas code base. GitHub basically enables many people to work on the same code base. So installation of pandas, if you have Python or pip already installed in a system, then installation of pandas is very easy. So here we have given a command to install the pandas, pip install pandas. So you can all download, install the pandas library from here. If this command fail, use a Python distribution that already has Python installed like Anaconda or Spider. So to import the panda module, we use the import keyword and write pandas. So let me show you output of this file. So here we can see the data. So firstly we import the module pandas. Then in my dataset there we get sets of data. We here the cars are BMW, Volvo and Ford, and passings are 3, 7 and 2. So we create a data frame from the my data set. So the data frame is here. So we can see the serial number 012 and the cars are written in BMW, Volvo and Ford, and the passings are 372. So here we can see that how uh, efficiently it has enhanced the readability of the data. Pandas as PD. So pandas is usually imported under the PD alias. Alias in Python alias are an alternate name for referring to the same thing. So we will just create the an alias using the as keyword while importing. So import pandas as PD. So if we here just import pandas as PD and here instead of pandas we get write PD, then also we can get the same solution. See, we are getting the same solution here also. Checking pandas version. So the version string is stored under the version attribute. So to import pandas as PD, so that's how we can find the version of this. Let's find out what is the version of my panda. So it is 2.2.2. Pandas series. A pandas series is like a column in a table. It is one dimensional array holding data of one type. So here we have to create a simple pandas series from a list. So we are given a list A which contains the data 1, 7 and 2, and we are going to find out the series of it. So let's see what we get. So here we get a series. So 172 are written on the right side under the serial number 0 and 1, 0, 1 and 2. And here we have also get a data type in 64 bit. Labels. If nothing else is specified, the values are labeled with their index number. First value has index 0, second value has index 1, etc. This label can be used to access a specified value. Return the first value of the series. So let's just copy it. So see here we get the value as 1 because the value at the 0 index is 1. Similarly at index 1 we have 7. I can show you. So here see at the index 1 we have 7 and similarly at index 2 we have 2. But what will happen if I give the index as 3? Then it will basically show an error, I think. So here we can see it shown as error that value error is 3 is not in the range. create labels with the index argument. You can use you can name your own labels to create your own labels. So basically here we are creating the labels as x, y, and z. So here the labels are x, y, and z here because we have given the value as our own. Similarly, if we write here a, if we write here b, and if we write here c, then it will show the index as a, b, c, and then also it will present the data. Here we can see that when you have created the labels, you can access an item by referring to the label. According to the label, you can also refer to the data. Just like here we have given myWhere of at 0 index. So here we can use myWhere at the at the label y. So we will get the value at level y is 7. Let me show you. So just pasting it here and changing the value as y, x, and z. So here you can see the we get the label y value is 7. Similarly, if we check for z, then we will get to see the value as 2. Yes. Key or value object as series. You can also use a key or value object like a dictionary when creating a series. So here we have to create a simple panda series from a dictionary. So we have given a dictionary where the values key are day 1 and value is 420, key is day 2 and value is 380, key is day 3 and value is 390. So we have to make a series of it. So let's check. So here you can see we get the value as day 1 is 420, day 2 is 380, and day 3 is 390, and the data type is integer of 64-bit. The key of the dictionary becomes the label. Here the key are day 1, day 2, and day 3, which become the labels here, and this all becomes the values. To select only some of the items in the dictionary, use the index argument and specify only the items you want to include in the series. So here we want only the specific values or specific items. So for that we can use the index element and index here. So let's just paste it, see what we get. So basically here we only get the value of day 1 and day 2. We didn't get the value of day 3 here because we have uses a index argument to find only the specified items. Data frames. Datasets in pandas are usually multi-dimensional table called data frames. Series is like a column. A data frame is the whole table. Series is just a column, is like just a column. Here we can see um, and the day 1, day 2, all these two are series, and the data frame is the complete table. So the complete table is day 1 value is 420, day 2 is 380. So this is the data frame. Create a data frame from these two series. So here we are given a set of calories and list of duration. So let's set a data frame for that. So here we can see we get the labels as 0, 1, and 2, the calories and the duration. Pandas data frame. A pandas data frame is a two-dimensional data structure like a two-dimensional array or a table with rows and columns. So here we have to create a simple panda data frame. I think it is given same here, calories and duration are given here, and we have to create a pandas data frame. So let's check. I think we get the same value. See, we are getting the same value as we are just creating the data frame here also. See, the result we get is this. Locate row. As you can see from the result above, the data frame is like a table with rows and column. Panda use the LOC attribute, means to locate, attribute to return one or more specified rows. Return row 0. To return the row 0, we use the code print df dot locate 0. So it will locate the zeroth value, which is basically calories is 420 and duration is 50. So here we can see the calories is 420 and duration is 50. This example returns a panda series. So we have to return row 0 and row 1 both. So let's just copy it and let me show you its output. So here we can see the output is, so first it is printing the complete data frame. So here we get the complete data frame, and then we are just locating the value of 0 and 1. So here we get only the value of 0 and 1, and we have excluded here the value of 2. When using the big bracket function, the box bracket, the result in pandas is data frame. The result is a panda data frame. With the index argument, you can name your own indexes. Add a list of names to give each row a name. So here we are giving the name of the index as day 1, day 2, and day 3 here. So here we can see the labels are day 1, day 2, and day 3, and the values of calories are calories and duration are also given, and which all are forming a data frame together. Here now we will learn about to locate name indexes. Use the name index in the LOC attribute to return the specified rows. So we have to return the data of data 2. So we can just copy it. I think result is also given here. So we can see the when we locate the data to day 2. So at day 2 we get the value of calorie is 480 and duration is 40. So here we can see at day 2 the calorie is 380 and duration is 40. Load file into a data frame. If your data sets are stored in a file, pandas can load them into a data frame. So import pandas as pd p.read csv, and I have already shown you how it just copies all the data. You will learn about importing files in the next chapter. So just let's read here, read csv. A simple way to store big data set is to use csv files. CSV files basically means comma separated files. CSV files contain plain text and is a well-known format that can be read by everyone, including pandas. In our example, we will be using a CSV file called data.csv. So here we have to load a CSV into a data frame. Control C. So we don't have a data.csv file, so we will try on it at demo.py file only. So here we are getting the values accordingly written in the demo.py file. Use toString to print the entire data frame. Print the data frame without the toString method. So when we will print the data frame without using the toString method. So let's see if So if we remove the toString method, so let's see what we will get here now. Almost the same data we are getting, but let's see. I think here it gets some changes. So this is the CSV file without using the toString method. It gives us this data. And when we use toString method, then we get this type of data. So you can check the differences. If you have a large data frame with many rows, Panda will only contain the first 5 rows and the last 5 rows. Print the data frame without the toString. I think it is done. Max rows. The number of rows returned is defined in Panda's option setting. You can change the system maximum rows with the pd.option.display max rows statement. So check the number of maximum return rows. So let me check what is the value set, default value that is set in my system. So the default value which is set in my system is 60. In my system, the number is 60, which means that if the data frame contains more than 60 rows, the printf statement will return only the headers and the first and last 5 rows. You can change the maximum rows number with the same statement. So similarly, we can change it also. Increase the maximum number of rows to display the entire data frame. So we don't have a CSV file, that's why we didn't get the values. So that's how we can change the maximum rows, and we can print it also. So let me show you something. Sorry, basically I want to just remove it. So here you can see the updated value is 9999. Just wait a second. Pandas read JSON. Big data sets are often stored or extracted as JSON. JSON is plain text but has the format of an object and is well known in the world of programming, including pandas. In our example, we will be using a JSON file called data.json. So let me check what is in the JSON file. So let me just copy this data and make a file here. Yes, done. Okay. So load the JSON file into a data frame. So let me load the JSON file to see. Okay. So I have also a data.json file which contains this data. So when I just module data.json, I also have it. Mm, just let me run it again. The name data is not defined. So here you can see the data, the duration, pulse, max pulse, and the calories. So all these are the data that are stored in the JSON file. Here you can see also, here for calories there is another type of dictionary. Similarly for max pulse we have given, and for pulse also it is given, and for duration we have also given a type of dictionary. So that's I have shown you the data is given in this format, table format. So dictionary as JSON. JSON is equals to Python dictionary. JSON object have the same format as Python dictionaries. So yes, JSON, we have also seen that JSON has Python dictionary type format. In your JSON code, if your JSON code is not in a file but in a Python dictionary, you can load it into a data frame directly. Load a Python dictionary into a data frame. So let's just copy it. Put SPD. I don't think it has any error. Oh, sorry. That here I have pasted. So here you can see the data. So firstly we get the labels 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the duration of it is 60, 60, 60, 45. Similarly for pulse, here it is given for pulse. Similarly for max pulse and calories also it is given. So we get a row and table like structure, which is very easy to read and understand. Pandas analyzing data frames. Viewing the data. One of the most used method for getting a quick overview of the data frame is the head method. The head method returns the header and a specified number of rows starting from the top. So get a quick overview by printing the first 10 rows of the data frame. So let's check. Get a quick overview by printing the first 10 data rows of the data frame. Let me check. Okay. So just remove this. Sorry. Normalization file, I will have the data as I'm not getting it. So let's check its solution from here only. So if we have given header 10, then we get the output till from level 0 to level 9. If we update it from 10 to head to 20, then if I run it, so I will get the data from 0 to 19 basically. If the number of rows is not specified, the head method will return the top 5 rows. Okay, so if we use the head method and we uh, don't define specify the number of rows, how much rows it will print, then it will just print the top 5 rows only. There is also a tail method for viewing the last rows of the data frame. The tail method returns the header and the specified number of rows starting from the bottom. So if we use the function tail, then it will print the last 5 rows only. Info about the data. The data frames object has a method called info that gives you more information about the data set. So if print information about the data, so here we get this is the result we will get, where we are getting extra information like non-null, count, and the data type of it. The result tell you there are 169 rows and 4 columns. So here we have a range index 169 entries from 0 to 168, means 169 rows are there, and data columns are given as total 4 columns, means 4 columns are there, and the name of each column with the data type. So columns are duration, pulse, max pulse, and calories, and all the data types are here. Means number, non null, count, and the data type. Null values. The info method also tells us how many non-null values are there are present in each column. And in our dataset, it seems like there are 164 of 169 null values in the calorie column. So 164 of 169 non-null values are in the calorie column. So in the calorie column, we can say there a value of non-null is 164 given among the total number of entries, which is 169. So among 169, 164 values are not null, which means there are 5 rows with no value at all in the calories column for whatever reason. Empty values or null values can be bad when analyzing data, and you should consider removing rows with empty values. This is a step forward which is called cleaning data, and you will learn more about in the next chapters. So let's read about cleaning data. Data cleaning means fixing bad data in your data set. Bad data could be empty cells, data in wrong format, wrong data, and duplicates. In this tutorial, you will learn how to deal all with them. Our data set in the next chapter, we will use this data set. So this is the data set we are going to use. So let's just copy it and use it further. The dataset contains some empty cells here also. In row 22 and calorie in 18 and 28. So in calorie, the 18 and the 28th row is empty, and in date we are having an empty in the 22 row. The dataset containing wrong format date in 20 row 26. So in row 26 also we can see the data is in the wrong format, not presented in the double quote. So the dataset contains wrong data duration in row 7. So let's check in row 7. In row 7 we have a wrong type of datasets. Mm, duration is 50. So that here the duration is given 450. So it is a wrong type of data, and we have also duplicate data in row 11 and 12. So row 11 and 12 are duplicate data sets. Both all the data are duplicates. So we will check what how we can solve it. Cleaning empty cells. Empty cells can potentially give you a wrong result when you analyze data. I can create a CSV file or not. So here I have created a data.csv file and just copied the data so that I can use it. So return a new data frame with no empty cells. So let's copy it. In the demo.py, I will just print the data. I have also a data.csv file here. So let's try to print and see if I'm getting an error at data.csv. Unterminated string literals. Yes, now it is run. I think the data has not been saved yet, so that's why we are getting an error. Now I have saved it. So here we can see we will get all the datas with no empty cells. So as we can see in the data.csv file, we have some rows where we have no data are given. So basically it will remove that empty cells and it will just print us the value. By default, the drop NA method returns a new data frame and will not change the original. If you want to change the original data frame, use the in place is equals to true argument. So remove all rows with null values. So let's use it also. Run it. So here you can see we have dropped the in place is equals to true, which means it will just change the original file or change the data values in the original file. Now the drop NA in place is equals to true will not return a new data frame, but it will remove all rows containing none values from the original data place. Replace empty values. Another way of dealing with empty cells is to insert a new value instead. The way you do not have to delete entire rows just because of some empty cells. The fill NA method allows you to replace empty cells with a value. Replace null value with the number 130. So Control C. I don't think it is changing or updating any data.
Null value is still there, and then it is mentioned in the calories, I think.
Yes, sir.
This null value NN in the it is still there, right? Under calorie,
Yes.
NN is still there,
Yes, sir.
and
It is still there.
replacing null value with the number 130. Okay, we're importing data.csv and then 130 in place true.
So, sir, basically, we will this code. I think it will successfully execute the
Okay, try.
calorie data.
This NN values represent the null value, right?
Yes, sir.
Shivam?
It represents not a number value,
Not a
which
number,
means, but
but
it is not replacing it. But
mm,
here in them, I can see the value one. Here it has been replaced.
but here in the date, I think in date format and not a number, it is it's still showing 45.
Yes, sir. It is showing.
Okay, do one thing, chat this, copy this code and paste it in the chat. I'll check.
Okay, sir. Sir, you need the CSV file also.
Yes, that CSV file which you have created. That also you can send share me. Only through CSV file I can compare, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, here only.
See, are you able to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. I'll check.
So let's continue forward. Replace using mean, median, or mode. The common way to replace empty cell is to calculate the mean, median, or mode value of the column. Panda use the mean, median, and mode methods to calculate the respective values for a specified column. So here we are going to calculate the mean and replace any empty values with it. So let's copy it. So basically it will read the CSV file and find the mean of all the calories, and it will just replace the calorie with the value of mean we get.
Shivam, how much is still pending?
Sir, just 3 to 4 topics in cleaning the data, and then
Mm-hmm.
correlation has only one topic and plotting has only one topic.
Okay, so then we have covered
Yes,
the
sir. We have
entire
then covered pandas
Python,
also.
right? Pandas.
Yes, sir.
Then after Panda, what will be what is left?
Sir, after panda,
Anything mentioned
according to
here?
the
No.
syllabus, we have to continue stats, I
That
think,
is that.
maths and
Yeah, no, no. That I will take care on Monday.
okay.
Then, but here we have covered everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So once it is done, let me know. Then we will have a short quiz today. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
I think after by 1:30 we will. Uh, I think by 1:30 you will able to complete. Then we will have one quiz, small quiz.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Okay. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Mean. So let me check out this data. Getting the value or not. Mhm. Mhm. Now self-engine.msc casted. I am getting an error, so let's check it here only. So we have a empty, not a number row here only. So we can see that, as you can see in row 18 and 28, the empty values from calories was replaced with the mean 304.68. So here we can see the row 28 and the row 18 has been replaced by the value 304.68. Similarly, we can calculate the median also and replace it. So the median, the value in the middle, after all you have sorted all the values as in ascending order, then the values that is in the middle will, with that, the value will get replaced. Similarly, we can calculate the mode also and replace the empty values with it. So let's replace it. So if you can see in row 18 and 20, the empty value from calorie was replaced with the mode 300. As the value, I think 300 has comes a lot of times, 2 times here and again here. So here also. So that's why the mode is 300. So so that the value has been replaced by it. Cleaning wrong format. Cells with data of wrong format can make it difficult or even impossible to analyze data. To fix it, you have two options: remove the row or convert all rows into the column into the same format. So convert into a correct format. In our data frame, we have two cells of the wrong format. Check out the row number 22 and 26. The date column should be a string that represents a date. So in column number 22 and 26 here, the date should be in string format, where it is given an NaN and here it is given in a number. So we have to correct it. So Panda has a to date time method for this. Let's try it also if it is working. Let me check. Sorry, I can't run the value here. I think I have some error. So here you can see that in the value 22 we get NAT, but here the value has been corrected and converted into a string. So here you can see the output. As you can see from the result, the data in row 26 was fixed, but the empty row in 22 got a NAT, means not a time value. In other words, an empty value. One way to deal with empty values is simply removing the entire row. Removing rows. The result from the converting in the example or above gave us a NAT value which can be handled as a null value, and we can remove the row by using the drop and a method. Remove rows with a null value in the date column. So we can use this line of code to remove the wrong format type of data. Pandas fixing wrong data. Wrong data does not have to be empty cells or wrong format. It can just be wrong. Like if someone registered 199 instead of 1.99. Sometimes you can spot wrong data by looking at the data sets because you have an expectations of what it should be. If you take a look at your data set, you can see that in row 7 the duration is 450, but for all the other rows the duration is between 30 and 60. So it doesn't have to be wrong, but taking a consideration that this is the data set of someone workout session, we conclude with the fact that the person did not work out in 450 minutes. So that's why the this data has is to be corrected. And so how can we fix wrong values like the one for duration in row 7? So in row 7 we have to fix, so we can fix it by replacing values. One way to fix wrong values is to replace them with something else. In our example it is mostly likely a typo, and the value should be 45 instead of 450, and we could just insert 45 in the row 7. So we can locate the row 7 and set the duration as 45 using this command. For small data sets, you might be able to replace the wrong data one by one, but not for big data sets. To replace the wrong data for larger data sets, you can create some rules. Example, set some boundaries for legal values and replace any values that are outside of the boundaries. So loop through all values in the duration column. If the value is higher than 120, set it to 120. So using this command for the duration, let's see. So here we have if else code here. So if at location X here for loop trying to loop to all the indexes. So if duration is greater than 120, then we will replace the duration is equals to 120. So here the duration was greater than 120, means it is 140 420 here. So we have so if condition got true, and we have remove the value of 420 by 120. Removing rows. Another way of handling wrong data is to remove the rows that contain wrong data. This way you do not have to find out what to replace them with, and here is a good chance you do not need name to do your analysis. Delete rows. To delete row, we just we use the drop function, which is here we using the if condition. If at the location of X, means looping through the index where duration is greater than 120, just drop the value drop the value of the index. Basically we just delete the index. Removing duplicates. Discovering duplicate rows are rows that have been registered more than one time. Basically in row 11 and row 12 we have duplicate data sets. So by taking a look at our data set, we can assume that row 11 and row 12 are duplicates. To discover duplicate, we can use duplicated method. The duplicated method returns a boolean value for each row, returns true for each row that is a duplicate, otherwise false. Removing duplicates. To remove duplicates, use the drop duplicate method. So using this command, drop duplicate method, we can here in row 11 and 12 we have duplicate function here, but it has removed one of the duplicated data. Notice that row 12 has been removed from the result. Yes. So here after 11 it is coming 13, means the row 12 has been removed. Correlations. Pandas correlation. Finding relationship. A great aspect of the Panda module is the correct method. CORR means correlation. Sorry. The correlation method calculates the relationship between each column in your dataset. The example in this page using a CSV file called data.csv. So let me show you that CSV. So this is the CSV file. So to show the relationship between the column, we use the CORR method, means correlation method. So it will show us the relation between the data sets. So the result was this. The correlation method ignores not numeric column. So basically it removes the not numeric column where we get the nan value or something else. It will just remove it. Result explained. The result of the correlation method is a table with a lot of number that represent how well the relationship is between two columns. The number varies from -1 to 1. 1 means that there is 1-to-1 relationship, a perfect correlation. And for this data set, each time a value went up in the first column, the other one went up as well. Means if the value of one in 1-to-1 relationship, if the value of one data set went go up, then the other will also go up. 0.9 is also a good relationship, and if you increase one value, the other will probably increase as well. So basically here we get the value as 0.9. Let me show you. Yes, here we get the value as 0.9. So this is also a one-to-one relationship. Minus 0.9 would be just a good relationship as 0.9, but if you increase one value, the other will probably go down. So basically it is not given here, but for 0.9 basically it is a negative number. So if one of the value gets increases, the other will probably go down. 0.2 means not a good relationship, meaning that if one value goes up, doesn't mean the other will. So in not a good relationship basically means if the one value is going higher, then we can't say the other will also go higher or other will go lower. It can act according to the dataset or something else. We can't just guess it. So that is why it is not a good relationship. What is a good correlation? It depends on the use, but I think it is safe to say that you have to have at least 0.6 or minus 0.6 to call it is a good correlation. Perfect correlation, we can see the duration, and duration got the number 1.000, which makes sense. Each column always have a perfect relationship with itself. Good correlation means duration and calories got a 0.9227 to 1 correlation, which is a very good correlation, and we can predict that the longer you work out, the more calorie you burn, and the other way around, if you burn a lot of calorie, the probably had a long workout. Bad correlation, duration and max pulse have got a 0.009403 correlation, which is a very bad correlation, meaning that we cannot predict the max pulse by just looking at the duration of the workout and vice versa. So what is pandas plotting? So pandas plotting is just the uh, we have plot the value in graph. Panda use the plot method to create diagrams. We can use pyplot or submodule of matplotlib library to visualize the diagram on the screen. Let me show you. I think I can show this. I have also a data.csv file. Let me try once. I have this file. Basically, I'm getting a lot of errors, so I will try to fix it later. So let me show you the graph. So this is the graph that we are going to show. The example scatter plot. Specify that you want a scatter plot with the kind argument. Means kind means scatter. A scatter plot needs an x and y axis. In this example below, we will use duration for the x-axis and calories for the y-axis. Include the x and y arguments like this: x is equals to duration and y equals to calories. So to scatter, we have given the arguments as x is equals to x will be the duration. In x-axis, we will have the duration, and in the y-axis, we will have the calories. So it will plot the dots. So see, we get this data, means this graph we will get. Remember, in the previous example, we learned that the correlation between duration and calories were 0.92, and we concluded that the fact the higher duration means that higher duration means more calorie burn. By looking at this scatter plot, I will agree. So here we can see, as the duration is getting higher, the amount of calorie burn is also getting higher. As the duration is low, the number of calorie burn is also low. So we can see the graph is rising like this. Let's create another scatter plot where there is a bad relationship between the column like duration and maxpul with the correlation of 0.0943. So here we can see this is a correlation of duration and max pulse. In the x-axis we have duration, and in the y-axis we have max pulse. So we can see we have this type of graph we are getting, which is not a good correlation. It doesn't show a good correlation. What is histogram? Use the kind argument to specify that you want a histogram. Kind is equals to hist. Similarly, we have used here kind is equals to scatter to get the graph in a scatter type of format. Similar, and we can use here hist to get the histogram. The histogram needs only one column. A histogram shows us the frequency of each interval. Example, how many workout lasted between 50 and 60 minutes. In this example below, we will use the duration column to create the histogram. So when we use the column duration, so the frequency is this, and this is the duration. So many of the people lies work for the duration of I think 60. For duration 60, I think a lot of people have worked out. The histogram tells us that there were over 100 workouts that lasted between 50 to 60 minutes. Yes, so more than 100 workouts were lasted between 50 to 60 minutes. So all these were the graph, and that's how similarly we have covered the pandas also. Hello, sir. Sir is on hold. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Shivam. Is
Yes,
it
sir. The
done?
Panda library has been completed.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay. Actually, I was in another call, so that is the reason. No problem. If it is done, so let's start one small quiz. I'm sharing one link. Just give me 1 minute. Shivam, you just share your screen and click on this link which I have provided to you in the chat. Others also click on the link and it's a small quiz. So you can start. Okay. Everyone, all have clicked on this link. Aditya, Ankita, Nishu, Pratik.
Yes, sir.
Yes, click on the link
Yes,
and
sir.
start the quiz. Okay. Shivam, you can start the screen. Sorry, you do one thing. Listen. Don't share your screen. Otherwise, it will be visible for everyone. Unshare your screen and then start the quiz and submit it. Once done, let me know.
Sir, I have done.
Everyone completed or someone is
Yes,
still
sir.
doing? Done from everyone, okay? Right? Anyone is pending? Aditya, Ankita. Aditya, you done?
Done, sir.
Ankita?
No, sir.
Submit. Okay. Nishu? Done. Prateek?
Yes, sir. Done.
Uh, Shivam?
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. Okay, Ankita, you can carry on. You can, once done, let me know. Please wait for some time. Once Ankita will done, we will wrap up this call. And on Monday, we will work on math and statistic required for machine learning. So if
Mm.
you get a chance, go through that. So it will be easy to understand.
Sir, from where we will get the resources?
That I'll let you know. I'll put in the I'll inform you in the group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine.
Done, sir.
Okay, so all have submitted, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Fine. So you will get the result on Monday on this or by evening. On the group I will share, and we'll next me let's connect on Monday. For now, we are wrapping the call, and if you get a time, go for the machine learning, maths, statistic. I'll share the resources from where which is going to help you. Okay. So thank you all.
Thank
Um,
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Sir, sir,
yes, Pratik.
sir, I have a question.
Yes,
Can I
yes,
ask, sir?
yes.
Sir,
Tell.
nowadays job in AI and ML are increasing day by day. So if
Yes, yes.
I want to build a career in this field, so which
Uh-huh.
concept should I have a strong hold on? Sir?
First of all, you should have a command in Python, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
is the basic. In Python, uh, you have to have a command in basic Python and advanced Python. Then after that, we have other libraries, okay, that you have need to excel on that. That once we cover our syllabus curriculum, we will let you know. You will get to know in which specific subject you need to be excel in order to make the career in it. Okay, so but Python is basic thing, which is very important. So do practice as much as you can do on the Python, basic and advanced, because all the concept, your logic must be clear. Because the interviewer can ask multiple question or multiple round of interview on the Python only. So keep your logic as strong as possible. This is the only way you can grab a good opportunity in AI/ML in future. And AI/ML it's a really a booming field it's a trending field for today. So
Yes, sir.
its applicability is everywhere in cybersecurity, in software development, in support system, in IT, uh, in audits, in service management. Everywhere AI ML scope is day by day increasing. So
Yes, sir.
so that is the reason I am telling all of you that if you have chosen this, then please pay attention on this. The more you will learn in this internship, uh, that would be much better for you because for the interview they will not going to ask you anything which is beyond from this internship. I will most of the thing I will cover in this internship, although the time 6 week time is very less to learn everything. So that is the reason the more you can do practice in your home whenever you get a time, it will increase your probability to get a good job in this. So
Sir.
by the time when we are learning, we will let you know what are the other things which is required. Uh, if you do the practice on that, you will uh, to grab a good opportunity to in AIML. Okay, so just be on time every time. Try to be in the call whenever we are scheduling call. Okay. Uh, in any case, in any case where you are not able to join the call, just inform me that this is the reason I am not able to come on the call. So you can discuss this later on with others, with colleagues. So the objective is that any of the concepts should not be left or skipped from your end. Fine. So
Yes, sir.
let's connect on Monday, and then we will do on other things. And one project is also pending that has to be completed by this week, but still we have not completed the entire curriculum. So that is the reason I am not assigning the mini project to you for this week. But yes, on Monday I will definitely provide you. So we will work on that. Okay. So thank you all. Happy
Yes, sir.
learning, and we will
Thank you,
connect
sir.
on Monday. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.